everyone in the administration is incompetent and also lies as they breathe. So, like, what are they going to do? Well, nobody knows, probably including them. But here's what it seems like they're going to do. They're going to create a registry of people with autism using private medical data. And what's more, this data set will be so comprehensive, they will be pulling it not only from your private medical records, but from difficult to obtain places, such as fitness watches or apps, real-time updates on your autism, or in fact, any other medical business you've got going on. The study plans to link medication records from pharmacies, lab testing, and genomics data from patients treated by the Department of Veterans Affairs and Indian Health Services. That's fantastic, by the way, like they've not been through enough. Claims from private insurers, and data from smartwatches and fitness trackers. Whew! And of course, because we're talking about the government, they'll be hiring private contracted research teams to do a lot of this. So basically, the government intends to pull info from every source that it can, private medical information, privileged stuff, confidential stuff, and then hand it out to private researchers so that they can determine once and for all that it is in fact transgenderism that's giving you autism or whatever the hell. We are giving the government, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say like we're giving, this is all being taken from us. The government is writing itself a check for basically unlimited medical scrutiny into everyone's lives, and we know for a fact that this is going to be sold to the highest bidder, right? Like, once you open the door to this, there has been so much historical care afforded to private medical records because we really, really, really don't want to know what medical companies can and will do if they know everything about you at all times. Medical claim denied. You had a donut last night. If you cared about your health, you wouldn't be eating sugary treats, dumbass. You fat fuck. Oh, you want insurance to pay out a claim? Well, then maybe you shouldn't have had the goddamn sweet treat, huh? Why should other people foot the bill when you're already acting so irresponsibly? Oh, sorry. Oh, you broke a leg? The accident was no fault of your own? Well, according to your smartwatch, you've been getting less than 1,600 steps a day for the past 6 months. What, do you live in a basement? It sounds to me like your ligaments, your muscles, maybe even your bones were underworked. Why should the insurance company be responsible for an injury that was probably caused by your interminable negligence? Oh, and I mean, it doesn't stop there, right? I mean, we're essentially opening up the door to that level of scrutiny, but done on like every level. Employers? Oh, I bet you they're going to want only the fit. When you apply to a McDonald's job, they're going to be scrolling through your Fitbit history to make sure that you're dunking your face in ice water at 4:30 a.m. every day. It's insane. Look, I'm not saying it's not about the autism, okay? I think that RFK Jr. is weaponizing a very specific kind of conspiracism, this Hitlerite, like parental, my child was taken from me by autism due to Fauci's vaccines, and I want to know why kind of person. And he's using their idiocy as a wedge to get at something that is potentially, to a lot of people, invaluable, which is unlimited access to everyone's information all the time. The government prying into your business. Do you have any idea how much damage they could do with that? Look at how much damage has been done to the world through curated advertisements and algorithmic content suggestions, right? Look at this. It took like 15 years of us using your search data to determine which ads and which YouTube videos you get recommended for us to like rebuild neo-Nazism. Like it took like that. Oh, whoops. A person, you watch too many like alpha male sigma videos. You watch too many videos of Darman or whatever, where like a woman gets comeuppance because she was mean to a guy and it turns out the guy wasn't a janitor, he was actually the CEO. Now you're a fucking neo-Nazi. It's pretty bad, man. Look, I don't know if they're actually going to be rounding up ADHD people for camps or autistic people for camps or whatever. It seems a little bit far-fetched to me, but I think that they're using this scrutiny as an opportunity to get at that underlying medical data, that privacy. And once that's unwound, that bottle is not getting corked again. I mean, that is some depraved stuff. It's got the potential to do real permanent damage. I don't know if that's ever going to be fixed. At least not within our lifetimes. Bhattacharya, that's the head of NIH, right? Sorry, there's so many new people. Director of NIH, okay, yeah. Bhattacharya said that compiling this data could also potentially give health agencies a window into real-time health monitoring on Americans for studying other problems beyond autism. I mean, they're just saying what they intend to do, man. You really think this administration wouldn't be selling this data to the highest bidder? Come on. What we're proposing is a transformative real-world data initiative which aims to provide a robust and secure computational data platform for chronic disease and autism research. They're talking about building a permanent medical privacy violating database that they can just rent out to people. I don't know. It's really bad. It's actually like, this is, to me, this is one of those things, like, there are things that Trump does that are, it's like so bad and so stupid. Everyone who isn't like in the cult understands that it's bad. Like threatening to invade Canada, right? Threatening to annex Canada. Everyone immediately gets it. But it's like, it's so obvious and straightforward. Like, you understand the impacts right there and then. There's a lot of stuff Reagan did that basically like the country. But in a lot of ways, they didn't even see it at the time. Or, well, they did. I'm not saying there weren't people back then who didn't understand, but a lot of those, they were more subtle things, you know, little changes, right? To the way student loans work, the way, businesses work, tax incentives, and all that stuff trickles downstream. This, to me, this is a big one. This is like, today it's like, oh, look at them, they're being wacky about autism. Well, I doubt they're really going to round autistic people up into camps, and maybe they don't. But 20 years from now, your insurance claims, if you have insurance, and good luck with that, are getting denied because they found out you spent 3.5 hours the other day playing like EU7 or something. Well, maybe if you took better care of your health, we'd cover you. But honestly, you're asking us to subsidize your lifestyle, and I don't think so. And the wealthiest people are going to be, the ones with the time to go to the gym, or they're going to have like, people are going to be hiring like Fitbit decoys where they put a smartwatch registered to their profile onto like a fitness trainer who goes and does their daily exercise, so that when a wealthy person has any like scrutiny, any digging into their records, they're like, yeah, see, Elon's going to have like a person whose job it is to run in circles around his estate. So then it's like, oh man, he got like 72,000 steps in the other day. How is Elon so fit? That's crazy. And everyone's going to be like, he's ugly and fat. We don't think he ran that often. We don't think he does that. We think he's lying. And people are going to say, well, it's in the registry. So you're literally arguing with facts and logic, libtard. I'm sorry. I'm getting myself all worked up. I need to go back into the alcohol soup for a little while longer. I need to let the brain, we pulled it up out of the vat. We're going to dunk it back down, where it's in not the grease trap. What do they call it? Like the fry basket when they lower it, at the fast food restaurant. We're going to put that shit back in. Good luck to us all. God help us all, man. God help us all.